Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be covering the weekend weather for this weekend beginning 24th of June. It's Ben here, and yeah, we're going to be running through the weather. Yeah, I hope you've all been having a good week so far. The weather's been pretty nice actually over the last few days, and temperatures potentially look like they're heating up as well for this weekend. So we're going to jump into it. As always, I like to have a look at the surface pressure chart to start. And as you can see, midnight overnight into Saturday, you can see high pressure across Western Europe, pretty much extending up from the Azores. And we got low pressure sort of just southwest of Iceland. And this is trying to drive these weather fronts east towards the UK, so you can probably imagine there's quite a southeast northwest split with regards to the weather over the UK at the moment. So if we pardon me, if we just run through sort of over the weekend, you can see that high pressure does become more dominant through Saturday as it becomes centered over northern France and sort of into southeast England. So plenty of settled conditions likely for Saturday. Low pressure still remaining out to the west, and weather fronts still trying to move in to western areas. So definitely affecting parts of Ireland, West Scotland, maybe northwest England and into West Wales as well. Carrying on Saturday, the high pressure begins to then edge into further east into Europe. Which is allowing the ice to tighten across Ireland, and that is an indication of actually what is happening into Sunday. We carry on. High pressure continues to move east, begins to weaken actually, and you see these weather fronts beginning then to intrude from the west and begin to push further east. This is at midday on Sunday. And then by Monday, we're firmly, that high pressure is well cleared. We're firmly in that sort of westerly regime then. That cold front you see is right into the North Sea. So in that westerly regime, but given that the sea surface temperatures are like 5 or 6 degrees above normal, it's actually not going to be feeling that cool or refreshing. Temperatures still likely into the 20s, potentially higher across the southeast, where, as you would expect, conditions likely to be a bit more settled. So we're going to go on to WX charts. I'm just going to show you what the sort of air mass is like at the moment. So this is Friday. If we start at Saturday, you see temperatures. This is at 850, so about 1.5 kilometers in the atmosphere. Temperatures currently tend to sort of 12, 13 degrees at 1.5 kilometers. So at the surface, that would more or less translate to upper 20s for much of England. So this is for Saturday, and you can see high pressure firmly in charge. And those temperatures at 850 are on the rise through Saturday. So I would expect, with the 15 degrees actually quite close to the south coast, by the end of Saturday, temperatures up to 30 degrees, maybe a little bit higher in a few localized spots. And then if we move into Sunday, those warm temperatures extend further north. But then, as we were talking about, the high pressure moves east. The low pressure drives fronts across the UK and clearing away that warm air mass. But I mean, regardless, the 850 still going beyond the weekend. They're still, reasonable. So not going to be cold by any means. But we'll have a look at the UKV in a second, just to give you an indication of the temperatures. If we just get a little bit more of an overview, I will go into Europe here. So you can see, looking at the EC anyway, primarily there could be a few overnight showers across western areas, maybe a little bit more, not persistent rain as such, but more outbreaks of rain likely over western Scotland to start. And those, you can see those weather fronts trying to move in east across Ireland. Saturday is probably quite a reasonable amount of cloud, potentially hazy sunshine rather than thicker cloud. But further west and northwest you go, I think we're looking at more of an overcast day for Saturday. You can see actually during the afternoon there is some indication that cloud burning off, and we could actually end Saturday with some quite fine spells of sunshine. Could be a very warm Saturday evening, which very pleasant for barbecues if any of you are having them. Then we go into Sunday. You can see this cold front actually approaching from the east, and it's looking particularly active now. That's something we're going to have to talk about in a second. Upcoming videos as well will definitely be covering it for Sunday. But you can see how active this cold front is. And by this point, it's crossed much of Ireland actually Sunday morning, so overcast with some quite heavy rain actually, possibly some embedded thunder as well. And if we head through Sunday, and this is just the EC, that front becomes a little bit more convective, so it's maybe not a line of heavy rain as such, but probably some fragmented heavy showers and thunderstorms in a sort of line feature, then moving east across England and Wales. And as we head further into the afternoon, the temperature's really on the rise by this point, and it's setting off potentially some very potent thunderstorms. Could be some very frequent lightning, very strong wind gusts, potentially some large hail in places as well, and possibly 1 or 2 tornadoes. Quite an interesting feature for Sunday, and we'll go into this a lot more detail for the storm forecast that we'll have out hopefully tomorrow. So let's have a look at the UKV, the high resolution model from the Met Office. You see, talking about those outbreaks of rain across western Scotland, and they seem to actually clear away during the morning, but patches of drizzle here, northern England into southwest South Wales. But temperatures are start Saturday, look at this, widely across the board, 17-18 degrees. So a very muggy night actually, and you can see actually if we go a little bit further back, temperatures might not even drop between below 16 or 17 further south. Further north, 14, 15, but still a very muggy night to start on Saturday. And by 9 o'clock, you can see temperatures widely rising, low 20s by 9 a.m. Or 10 a.m. it would be. But further north, high teens, possibly 20 degrees as well. Further south, you can see some fine sunny spells to start, and possibly across parts of Ireland as well. Carry on into Saturday, you can see all that cloud burns off. If I just go a few frames back, so yeah, the cloud burning off, a little bit of fair weather cloud here and there. A few outbreaks of rain again across western Scotland. Ireland looks primarily dry, besides the isolated patch of drizzle or a light shower. Temperatures for the most part you see across the bulk of England, mid, potentially high 20s actually. 28, I won't be surprised to see 29, possibly 30 in 1 or 2 localised spots. But further north, temperatures a little bit cooler here, low 20s, and across parts of Northern Ireland as well, low 20s as well. So that's for Saturday. The evening, as I was talking about, much of the cloud burning off. Still at 10 o'clock actually, temperatures in the low 20s across England. And clear skies, perfect weather for a barbecue. But here we see this cold front again moving in from the west. And slow moving at first, but you can see how potent it is. Look at that, a very potent cold front. And temperatures still in that warm air mass, so temperatures not really dropping much below 20 degrees at all to start Sunday. So by this point, Sunday morning, patches of cloud, maybe a little bit of mist across the Midlands into northwest England, parts of Scotland and southwest England as well. For Ireland, much more overcast conditions with that heavy rain and embedded thunder moving eastwards. And then we carry on into the afternoon, and you can see by this point cloud beginning to move in across England, Wales, Scotland. That cold front then over the Irish Sea at this point, with showers following in behind for Ireland. So I'm actually just going to go back to the 3Z run, which will let me run a little bit further forward. But you can see some indications of a few showers developing across Wales and northwest England by just after midday. And if we go into 15Z, you can really see the dramatic difference actually and what happens. So as we were talking about, those temperatures up to possibly 30 degrees actually, East Anglia, Southeast England. High 20s for the rest of England and into northern England as well. And that destabilisation of the air mass, because with the very strong surface heat and the very warm air mass, there's a lot of energy in the atmosphere. And this really setting off with the introduction of that cold front, providing that forcing. It could be some very particularly strong thunderstorms, potentially severe, as we're talking about, with all severe hazards possible for Sunday. And at the moment, the focus for these looks to be North Midlands, Northern England into southern Scotland. Very torrential downpours possibly as well, flash flooding as well. I said we'll go into more detail into all of the aspects of this potentially severe thunderstorm episode on Sunday afternoon. We'll go into that on the storm forecast. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be out. But yeah, those look to continue, and then quite swiftly actually move eastwards on Sunday, introducing that much cooler, not that much cooler air mass across England, Wales, Scotland, and Ireland as well. So that clears away a few remaining showers actually across northern England, southern Scotland. Some heavy outbreaks of rain for northern Scotland as well. But that Sunday night, see temperatures cooler definitely than Saturday. 13, 14 degrees, maybe 15 or 16 in sort of parts of the southeast in the cities. But further north, temperatures low teens, so a much more comfortable night Sunday night. And yeah, Sunday night's looking a much drier and clearer as well. So yes, that is all I have for you for the weekend weather. I hope, wanted to go into detail in a few places here. Hopefully you enjoyed it and found that insightful. Should be some good weather, particularly for Saturday for much of England, Wales, for if you having a barbecue. And Sunday should be a warm day, particularly for the southeast as well. So thanks all for watching this weekend forecast, guys. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will catch you on the next video, which hopefully should be the in-depth look at the severe weather on Sunday. Thank you, and bye bye.